So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, and you know I got another banger for y'all. What a day in WNBA hoops! A very eventful night in the final regular season games. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. As y'all can see, the playoff matchups are all set. We are all locked in, man. And, I've just been looking at the updates as far as the Kelsey Mitchell injury, and it seems like it was minor and it's not going to cause her to miss any games from what we know. But, man, just having her exposed in a meaningless game against the Washington Mystics when you already have your playoff seed locked in. You're already locked in the sixth seed. This game literally doesn't matter other than the fact that maybe you want to put on a good show for your home crowd in your final game. But this could have been bad. Yo, Daniel, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Yo, Straight Ballin', welcome in, welcome in. Guys, they avoided a tragedy. Kelsey Mitchell, luckily, it doesn't seem like she's going to be seriously injured or missing this game, but golly, fans are furious with Coach Christie's sides for even allowing Mitchell to play in this meaningless game where a win or a loss doesn't impact your seeding. It doesn't impact you for the playoffs whatsoever. And you're moving forward. You got bigger goals on the season than winning this regular season game, man. Other than wanting to put on a show for the home crowd, I don't understand why Kelsey Mitchell and the starters are in this game. You got the sixth seed locked in. It's not going to matter. They should have never been in the game. You see Chicago, man, they got players out. Like, you don't risk the playoff run. Christie side just single-handedly almost threw away the Fever season in hopes of a playoff run, y'all. Can y'all believe how close that was? Now, I do want to say Mitchell was seen jogging after, she played a little bit after. Like, it does not look like a serious injury that's going to cause her to miss time as the Indiana Fever gear up for the Connecticut Sun. And when I talked to y'all initially, a lot of Fever fans were saying they would prefer to play the Sun over the Minnesota Lynx. The Fever get their wish now. Initial reactions to the playoff seeding, initial reactions to Coach Christie's sides being just a straight bonehead, man. I mean, I know every Fever fan had to be gasping. I mean, heart falling through your butt like one of them roller coaster rides when it goes straight down when you get to the drop. Like, Kelsey Mitchell goes down, and this whole thing is over. There's nobody on this roster that can replace that production, that scoring, and what she's doing. She's been one of the best guards in the league, second in scoring in the WNBA since the break. There's no way you replace that type of production on the fly. This could have been catastrophic, y'all. Last regular season game right before the playoffs, and you got a favorable matchup with the Connecticut Sun, who a lot of people feel like the Fever can hang with and beat in a 5-game series or 3-game series. But it's just, really, I just can't believe that you would even risk it. Why even jeopardize? ABCC. Hey, welcome in, everybody. If this is your first time, welcome into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney. Make sure to hit the AKA Brandon Lee TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, and all that good stuff if it's your first time within the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Guys, let me catch up in some of the comments. Straight balling, what's up, what's up? ABCC and Mitchell should have never been in that game. Very disrespectful. There's no justifying it. There's no justifying a move where you have Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, or Caitlin Clark playing in this meaningless game that brings nothing to the table. The decision making from Coach Sods has just been suspect all year. She has cost this team games. She has capped their development to this point. She is a detriment to this team, man. She cannot be trusted at this point. You try to give her the benefit of the doubt. You try to give her some flowers because this team is coming along, and then you go and risk the entire playoff run on a game that does not matter. There's nothing on the line for this game. Winning this game literally doesn't do anything for your playoff seeding. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was watching the Liberty game as well. I was surprised Stewie and them were out there. Like, why are your starters playing in these games that are meaningless right now? I have no words for it. And fortunately, the injury to Kelsey Mitchell doesn't seem severe. It doesn't seem like she'll miss time. She looked fine. She was cheering her team on. You know, we saw a video where she was jogging on the court. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to hinder anything, but this close to just throwing away the playoffs. How can we justify what Christie Sides is doing at this point? What is there to say that could make this make sense? Make it make sense, people. Why is Kelsey Mitchell in this game? Can anybody in the chat give me one good reason? Why is Kelsey Mitchell in this game? Why is Caitlin Clark in this game? Why is Aaliyah Boston in this game? This team looks completely different without Kelsey Mitchell. They do not go the same. This offense is not as high octane without Kelsey Mitchell on the floor. She brings too much with her scoring ability. The shot creating, the shot making, the penetration, the pressure that she puts on defenses when she's attacking the cup. She opens a lot of stuff up. She is the number one scoring threat. This would have been catastrophic for the Fever's playoff chances in a matchup where a lot of people feel like they could genuinely beat the Connecticut Sun in a series of three, in a best of three. Guys, let me just catch up in the chat for a minute, but I just come on. Yeah, if Kelsey misses any time, they're in trouble. They are in trouble. They are not winning without Kelsey Mitchell, man. Doretha, welcome in, welcome in. Hope Kelsey's going to be okay. Yes, they're going to need her. They are going to need her. Frederick, let's talk about it, man. What is Coach Size doing? Let's talk about it. What is going on with the decision making? You got to be better than that as a coach. Management's got to step in. Lynn Dunn is sleep per usual. Stat pad. Like, you know what I'm saying, James? Is it stat pad? Like, why are they in the game? For what? Come on. Mitchell was fine and the coach confirmed it. She also warmed up in the second half and was walking. Yeah, she looked fine. She looked fine, but Prodigal, I'm just upset. Like, why even risk it? You know what's on the line. You know the goals that you have in mind for this team. You're trying to chase a championship, and they're harping and they're focusing and giving the starters opportunities to get hurt potentially in a regular season matchup against a team that's not even going to the playoffs. It's just typical Coach Christie sides, man. There have been a lot of questionable calls that she's made that a lot of us that have left a lot of us just scratching our heads, to be honest. The big is the whole team. If Mitchell injured, the whole bench gonna have to become Mitchell. That's scary. It's gonna have to be by committee. I don't think she'll miss time, but it would have to be by committee. You don't just replace that production, that level of elite production with one player. But yeah, I think she'll be fine. Guys, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share. Is this enough though? Like, are y'all convinced that Coach Christie Sides is not the answer? Like, does she have to go? Katie Lou took out her sister on the Mystics. Sibling rivalry. Straight ball, it was just nothing but stupidity. It was dumb. It was, oh, like, why? Why do we know better? Candy, welcome in, welcome in. But don't know, but at least the starters are okay. The bench, God bless them. They made a comeback, a valiant effort. Yeah, 1 point game, definitely. Yo, so James, I got the playoff picture up there right now so you can take a look and see what's going on with the matchups. Of course, we mentioned already that the Connecticut Sun and the Fever will match up. Above them, the Minnesota Lynx have the Phoenix Mercury, that 2 through 7. Scrolling over to the 1 through 8, it will be a rematch of tonight's game, New York Liberty versus the Atlanta Dream. And then you got the Aces in Seattle. That is going to be a very exciting series. Aces in Seattle. Give me y'all's playoff predictions for this. Get a little poll action up for the people. Y'all let me know how y'all feel on the poll. And let me catch up in the comments. Y'all got the chat booming. And I stand by it. I will die on this hill. I feel like I got the best chat in the business on YouTube. And that's all thanks to you great people. So thank you for the support. Much love there, man. I really appreciate you guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Playoff predictions. Yeah, I mean, it was just a bad decision. How can you justify it? How can you justify it? She got hurt early, sat out the rest of the game, but she shouldn't have even been playing. Christie Wallace getting into the action though. But yeah, just a meaningless game. Like the win, if they would have won, it means nothing. It means nothing if they would have won this game. If Fever had links, that would have been a nightmare. Yeah, that's a bad matchup. That's a bad matchup. A lot of Fever fans feel like they are happy with the with that drawing. Do you trust Coach Christie's sides? Sheesh. Frederick says, yes, Saad's got to go. Her coaching errors are basic techniques a coach learned in junior high, like a liability. The decision making has been terrible, man. I can't even believe she put Kelsey Mitchell on the court tonight. Welcome in, everybody. Do you trust Christie sides after the decision to play the starters tonight in a meaningless game for the Indiana Fever? So if y'all look right here, I got the graphic up for the playoff matchups. The Fever have the Connecticut Sun. Saxton Curry, I like that. Yo, the bench got some burn tonight, man. And we see why some of these players, Saxton Burger, should be getting minutes over some of these vets. I'm just saying. Terrible decision making. Side sucks. I blame her for the horrid defense and in-game decisions. Guys, welcome in. Jeremy Lindy, welcome in. YouTube, welcome in. So, do y'all feel like Sods will be replaced if it's an early playoff exit? Yeah, a lot of Fever fans feel like they can beat the Connecticut Sun. Like this is a favorable matchup. Now, I want to be clear. The Connecticut Sun are no slouches by any means. Now, this is going to be a tough series. But hopefully Kelsey Mitchell is 100%, not only being able to play, but just be herself. Hopefully she is at full strength and she will be ready to go. and be 100% out there because they need the best version of Kelsey Mitchell. Because this backcourt, I mean, Marina Mabry has been exceptional with the Sun. You got Dejanay Carrington, who has given Caitlin Clark problems in the past. DeWanna Bonner's a bucket. AT, Bree Jones, very tough front court. That's going to be a big matchup for AB and Alyssa Smith and Timmy and Dantes. It'll be interesting. Can the bench step up like they did tonight? Let me know. Let me know. Playoff predictions. We have the matches set. I'm telling you right now, I'm excited for that Aces and Seattle matchup. Oh no, she don't be calling timeouts to stop the bleeding. She will give up a 30-point lead without calling a timeout. Yeah, they got to come out swinging. And I mean, the Connecticut Sun, like these two teams are both talented, but you can't overestimate, you can't overrate or undervalue, I should say, experience. They've played playoff basketball. The Fever have never played playoff basketball. Yeah, and listen, man, be getting bullied out there. This is gonna be super physical. Yeah, I think, man, this may be the last rodeo for Diana Taurasi. No way they getting past the Lynx. I'm sorry to say it. Yes, Aces and Storm are definitely the most excited matchup. What series are you guys most excited for? Overwhelmingly, y'all do not trust Coach Christie's eye. All right, let's get another poll up. What series are y'all most excited for? Yeah, there's no man. Kelsey Mitchell had no business being in that game. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. I'm not here to bash Christie size, but y'all know good and well Kelsey Mitchell shouldn't have been in that game. Y'all know it. Come on now. Like Prodigal Lindy, be honest with me. Would y'all have played if y'all were Coach Size? Would you have played the starters in that game? Let me know. Y'all holler at me, chat. Y'all let me know, man. I just feel like that was a bad decision. That was a big risk. Fortunately, it didn't cost them, and they'll be at full strength for this game. But why risk it, y'all? Why even risk it? Why risk the bit? Risk it. Risk the biscuit. Let me know. Let me know. I got a poll cooking. Y'all let me know. I'm leaving it up to the chat. RC, come on now. My God. What's good? What's good? Why Christy Size do that? Michael says we saw what some of these bench players were capable of, and the fact that they have not played more up until is another strike on Christie's sides. Yeah, we can never, we'll never, man, she will never be forgiven for how they did Celeste Taylor. It's not all on her, but man, she could have gave her minutes. In a 3-game series to 2, and the first 2 games are at Connecticut Sun, the Fever have very little chance to win a game. YouTube calling the sweep for the Fever. RC! Fever and Aces, most excited for Fever and Aces. Yeah, we got a lovers quarrel. Melissa Smith and Dejanay Carrington going at it, man. We don't get this type of drama in the NBA. Hey, we saw what Cheryl Miller did with Caitlin. She's got to be the next coach of the Fever once they get Coach Sides out of here. The other two series suck. My Gracie had a chance to be a hero. Yeah, man, they should have drew something up for him on the back end. RC, they should have drew something up for her. Kelsey said these playoffs are dedicated to her father. Yeah, man, you know she's coming different, man. Yep, lost her dad before the season even started. Pug dad, I wouldn't be letting them suit up either. Like for a meaningless game, y'all, that genuinely meant nothing. Okay, Prodigal, you would have played the starters. Sheesh. I don't want to hear any crap for Smith. She got her touches and just did not look that good. She's been having a few off nights, like consistently, consecutive. Sods isn't going anywhere. Let's be real. The team got to the playoffs, and Sods has 3 to 4 years to get the team there. If Fever plays their best defense and shots are in, they will win. It is going to be a tough matchup with Connecticut. This is going to be a very physical contest. Yeah, man, they need to free Grace Burger, bro. They need to free her. RC Candy, they need to free her. I'm with you. My starters would have been in street clothes. Just yep, like on the links play. Yeah, exactly. But that's what a championship coach does. That's when you have a Cheryl Reed who understands that there's bigger goals afoot that you got. There's bigger fish to fry. When you've won championships and you come from a championship pedigree, you move like a champion and you just see it differently. Certain things that other people might consider. There's certain risks that you don't take. There's certain strategies that you apply because you understand the bigger picture, the bigger goal. You've been there before. So yeah, it's different. It's levels to it. It's levels to it. Yo, I'm excited to see playoff Caitlin Clark. I'm definitely excited to see playoff Caitlin Clark, man. Getting to the playoffs in her first year is super impressive. Super, super impressive. Yeah, hey, how about Christie Wallace though? 17 points. Yeah, hey, she was hooping. Saheed, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, those bench players, man, Wallace, Saxton, Berger, like the Fever are deeper than Coach Sods is willing to go. No timeout. Yeah, Kelsey, they kept playing. Yeah, that was crazy. Play all predictions. Let me take a look at the poll. Fever Sun, Seattle, Las Vegas. That Seattle Las Vegas series is gonna be a dogfight, straight up. Now that our playoffs are just about here, nobody's getting minutes except for starters and maybe one or three bench players. Yeah, I mean, whoever has a bench that can contribute and take some pressure off them starters, that's going to be the difference makers that get to the championship. Be will welcome in. Saxton and Berger, I definitely think both prove that they can contribute for this lineup. Smith or Alyssa Thomas, man, I don't see Connecticut taking that trade. Attendance broke a record, the most attended game in WNBA history. Was it the Fever tonight? Man, they stay breaking records. It's been a record breaking year for them. My goodness. I'm glad some other players got to play and get their confidence back. Like you said, Katie Luke get their swagger back. Yo, 204 years old is crazy. CW, if the Fever make the finals, they might mess around and give Christie a lifetime contract. Frederick, you don't think Seattle gets one? It feels like, yo, Sahid, it feels like the Fever fans are feeling very confident about this matchup against the Connecticut Sun. Yeah, she's a good backup point guard. Sheesh, 20,711 fans? German, sheesh. Bro, free agency is about to be very interesting. Dennis, welcome in, welcome in. Yo, free agency is going to be very, very interesting. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of power shifts. Yo, Connecticut, you know they're going to come in, they're going to play physical, they're going to play defense, they're going to make the Fever has given Caitlin problems in the past. Marina Mabry's playing exceptional. Bree Jones, AT, exceptional front court, very physical, very good on the boards. It's going to be a tough matchup, man. And then you throw in the experience factor as well for the Connecticut Sun, right? I mean, you're looking at a team that's been there before, that has been looked at as a championship favorite all season, a legitimate title contender. And them Caitlin Clark jerseys came out. Caitlin Clark jerseys came out. Yeah, I think the key for the Fever, man, they're going to have to take care of the basketball. They're going to have to start fast. The big three, the big four, really with Lexi is gonna really have to come play. They're gonna have to make shots. They're gonna have to be physical. They're gonna have to really, really bring that junkyard dog on that glass. James says Fever is going to win by 10. And they're playing on the road, man. We know they're a lot better at home on the road. But give me y'all's what series are y'all most looking forward to? Lynx versus Mercury, the last rod. It's so many storylines, right? You got the last rod for Diana Taurasi. You got the lovers quarrel with Alyssa Smith and Dejanay Carrington. You got the battle of the super teams with Seattle and Las Vegas. And then the New York Liberty have seemed like the team of destiny all year. It's been them and everybody else. Best team in the league all year. They've added some really clutch bench pieces. Best of three series in the first round. Best of three. Best of three. Hey, Frederick, I got you. I got you. As soon as the playoffs wrap, I got you on that. Guys, if this is your first time, welcome into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff to stay up with all the latest with the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really CW, the battle of the super teams. Oh, Liberty. Oh, yeah. Hey, they got a squad. They did a really good job. I love that they added KT. Like they've added a lot of firepower on that bench. Then of course, John Kell, Stewie, elite front court. They just got a lot of talent, man. They've been the best team all year. They got two legitimate MVP candidates with Sabrina and Stewie. Yeah, they're gonna man. The supporting cast is gonna have to make shots. They need Eddie Lou to really consistently make shots. They need Hole to keep making shots. They need Wheeler to play meaningful minutes. If they can get anything of what we saw close out of Christie Wallace, I mean, they'll be in good shape. AT says, I kind of want Storm to win against Aces and the Dream to win against the Liberty. I want to see something. Oh, you want to see straight chaos. You want to see upsets. Aces over Storm. Okay. Yeah, give me y'all's predictions. Give me y'all's predictions. Who wins which series? Can the Storm knock off the two-time defending champions? I think it's gonna go down to a game three. I think they win one apiece, but I got the Aces. I got the Aces. You can't underestimate the heart of a champion, championship DNA. I got the Lynx, I got the Liberty, I got the Aces, and I think the Fever can take the Connecticut Sun. The closest thing to a Cinderella team, in my opinion, would be the Fever. I think they have a legitimate chance as a lower seed to make a run. Atlanta's no slouch, but they're just no match for the Liberty. But if Atlanta comes out and is shooting the ball how they can shoot it from three, it'll be fun to watch. It'll be interesting, but no way they get past. I think the Fever have the best chance of an upset. I think they're the most talented lower seed. I think it's going to be tough for Connecticut to score points with them. The Fever are going to have to play defense, though. They're going to have to get stops. Playoff Caitlin Clark might be a different type of monster we ain't seen before. I'm just saying. 3 games, Pug Dad. 3 games. Yeah, Chicago Scott. Atlanta is in. Chi-Town is out. Yeah. I think the Lakes are gonna. I think it's gonna be double-digit wins. This is probably the last rodeo for Diana Taurasi, who's had a legendary career. Yeah, I mean the Aces finally look like they're back. They look back healthy. Chelsea Gray looks like herself. Asia Wilson is hooping out of her mind on another planet, like she has been. Unanimous MVP in my humble opinion. Kelsey Mitchell and Jackie Younger back producing at a high level. You know they've got a lot of good pieces. The bench is coming along as well. Now I got the Aces over the Storm. I got the Aces over the Storm personally. My prediction is Fever and Aces in the finals. Okay. Okay. Fever and Aces in the finals. Respect. That would be a very fun finals. And 2 former Iowa Hawkeyes going at it. 3 former Iowa Hawkeyes going at it. Oh man, AT man, Aces got a lot of weapons right now, man. You still got to deal with Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young. Like, you still got to deal with a lot going on over there. Chelsea Gray's back in her bag, finally looking 100% healthy. But yeah, I would say the best defensive front court in the league is definitely in Seattle. I agree. They are tough to score on. They be having that paint locked down. So he says CC's averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists during the playoffs. Sheesh. What a stat line, a historic stat line. K. Mitchell averaging 25, and we know she's playing for her late father, so Kelsey Mitchell is going to be coming different. We already know that. We already know that. We know she is going to be coming different. Yeah, I think this is the last hurrah for Diana Taurasi. I think it's a wrap for her after this year. Yeah, I absolutely think it's a wrap. I think this is the last hurrah for her. Yo, Asia Wilson has been on a different planet the entire season. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Hayes has been giving them a lot of good minutes, a lot of buckets off the bench as well. Mitchell and CC are about to show out. AB is going to be on another level. Hole is going to be dropping threes like there's no tomorrow. Auntie Gray run like she got old Rusty. The iron in her back. What? CC fans, no shade, but don't put too much pressure on her. This is the first time anyone on this team has been to the playoffs except maybe Wheeler. Yeah, I mean, it is there's a big experience discrepancy, that's for sure. Yeah, they definitely got to step up. Man, the Dallas need the tank. They need the highest pick. They need to be locked in on the Paige Becker sweepstakes. Yeah, hey, it was a farewell tour for to Rossi. And see, yeah, I didn't see any news about Jewel Lloyd being hurt. Yeah, I didn't see nothing like that. But guys, tomorrow I will be back live and we'll do the play. We'll do a whole playoff prediction show dedicated to just the playoffs. We'll get it in tomorrow, lock it in, and really talk about your biggest playoff upsets and storylines and stuff like that. If you're just joining, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share to stay up with all the latest and the greatest with the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. And Scott Diggs definitely gonna be in that most comeback player of the year talk. Well, guys, I am calling it a night on this stream. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned in. None of this is possible without all you great people. We will be back live tomorrow and all weekend to talk about more playoff storylines and expectations and predictions. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That is a wrap for us. Again, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, my people, we out.